Okay, I'm going to try and quickly give a couple of hints for some of the homework questions. This is question 3 on the Chapter 7a homework. It asks, two objects are moving at equal speed along a level frictionless surface. The second object has twice the mass of the first. They both slide up the same frictionless inclined plane. Which one gets to the higher height? Okay, so let's think about that situation. We've got two objects moving at equal speed of different masses. So object 1, object 2, they're both moving the same speed. So v and v, but one of them has bigger mass than the other, twice the mass. So we've got twice the mass here, 2 m's, and 1 m right there. And then they're both going to slide up an inclined plane, and they're going to get to some height. So they're going to slide up and go up, and then at some point they're going to stop. Well, why are they going to stop? They're going to stop when the kinetic energy they had when they started up the ramp has been completely converted into potential energy. So up at the top, you have some amount of potential energy. At the bottom, you have some amount of kinetic energy. And the thing that's going to make them stop is when the Ke has entirely turned into Pe. Okay, so which one has more kinetic energy at the beginning? Well, clearly the one with more mass. So you want to do something about like writing down Ke1 is 1/2 mv squared, and Ke2 is mv squared. So the bigger mass is going to have more kinetic energy at the start because it's got more mass, even though it's got the same speed. And then you have to ask, how is that going to relate to the potential energy those two objects have up at the top? And for that, you need to know that the potential energy when it stopped is the mass of the object times gravity times how high it ends up getting. So that potential energy is going to be mgh for the first one, and for the second one, 2mgh2 for the second one. And the question is asking about the heights. Are the heights going to be the same, or are they going to be different? So I'm leaving those as h1 and h2 while I think about it. So that Ke1 of 1/2 mv squared is going to go into the mgh1. That Ke2 of mv squared is going to go into the 2mgh2. And I'm trying to figure out, what do I know about those two heights based on that kinetic energy? So the last trick to remember is that we're trying to say that this Ke is equal to that Pe after they've changed, and this other one is equal to that. So you're basically getting two equations that we're going to write down for the kinetic energies. One is 1/2 mv squared equals mgh1, and then you figure out what the h1 is going to be. And then the other is mv squared equals 2mgh2, and then you figure out what that h2 is, and then we ask which one's bigger, or are they equal. So that's it for this.